might call you back after the show when I get to the hotel. But I might not be alone. Let me tell you the story about the call that changed my destiny.
When you decided, let's do another album, who you call first?
I remember getting a call, hearing that AJ was going to be on Oprah, and he was doing a show with her in regards to his sobriety, and he was going to just talk to her, and he was doing some stuff with his mom on that show, and the idea was for us to all get back together and kind of surprise him on that show. So I remember I hopped on a plane that very night that I had gotten that phone call, canceled everything I was doing, jumped on a plane, and met up with all the rest of the guys, and then obviously they had their own individual stories about how that came to. Do you remember? Ryan?
Well, I remember doing a lot of talking with Kevin. He was actually in the West End of London celebrating his birthday, and my wife and I had sent him a little gift basket to just tell him, you know, happy birthday, and we were thinking about him and hope he was doing well. And then we started communicating. When he had called me back, we had kind of played phone tag for a little while. And then I started getting AJ on the phone as well. And then the next person I called was actually Johnny Wright, our previous manager, because little did I know, I wanted to see if he was possibly interested in representing the group. And little did I know that he had spoken to, I think you, Kevin, in regards to that same thing. So even though we all weren't speaking, you know, collectively, we were kind of speaking, you know, indirectly, we were all talking about the same thing.
So there was this energy of comeback.
Yeah.
There was this, yeah, in the right time. I mean,
it really was.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then you called Max Martin, for example. You thought about him too?
No, actually, when we were first starting to record, we have, you know, since the last record, we had really actually wanted to work with Max again. But unfortunately, in the States, the sound that we created with Max Martin kind of got a little burnt out. Because not only were we using it, also other artists out there like NSYNC and Britney and Celine. So unfortunately, it was kind of a little bit of a backlash. But he's been the guy that's been behind us since day one with the whole, you know, quit playing games with my heart. So we've always had that bond to try to work together with him. But he, even himself, he felt like, you know, it was hard for him to figure out where to take us. So he actually came midway through the whole recording process. We started off recording with some producers a little over a year ago. And when we started off recording, we said we wanted just to totally experiment because we really didn't know what the direction we really wanted to go. But we all, since we all have 5 different individual tastes of music, we just said, let's just get out there, really, you know, roll our sleeves up and just invite in whatever producers want to work with us, as well as reach out to producers that we want to work with. And so we actually started working R&B at the very beginning of the album. We started going the R&B direction. And then midway through the stream, by the luck of God, all of a sudden Max came in to see Clive Davis to present a song that he was pitching for the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack called Climbing the Walls. And Clive didn't feel it was right for this soundtrack for the movie, but he thought that it might actually not be a bad idea for him to pitch it to us, you know, for our album. And so that got the whole ball rolling. And then Max was, you know, definitely a catalyst in helping us to create once again the new direction, which was the pop rock sound that we've created.